Hey guys! Welcome to day 247 of 365 days of practice. I am currently at the church building so that I can practice the hymns for tomorrow. I will have 2 hymns on my iPad, and then the other hymn I will be reading off of the normal hymn book because it is copyrighted. It's because I have been given much and it's copyrighted, so you can't like just copy it or screenshot it or whatever. I don't want to be illegal, so we're not going to that, especially when I'm doing the work of the Lord. Probably should take extra caution to be legal. So anyways, yeah, today super exciting. We spent the whole day cleaning which is good because I didn't get to cleaning all week. So and then I'm practicing, and then the evening will just be football, and I will probably be sewing or something. So I was lazy today. I didn't even do my makeup. I almost did it because I knew I was doing this video, but like I didn't thought about the work that it would take to take off my makeup in a couple hours, because I just barely got took a bath, and I was like, not today. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be like Pamela Anderson and not wear makeup. Although there's a lot of things that I don't want to be like. I don't want to emulate her very much in like her past life. I actually kind of like some of her philosophies about like gardening and being, taking care of the earth and stuff like that. So, but that's as far as that goes. And I do love that she doesn't wear makeup as much anymore. I'm very tired. That's the day today. Sorry, I'm kind of boring, but I will play the hymns for today, and I might go to the Baby Grand over there and show you what they sound like on the piano, and maybe have some fun playing other music. I don't know. We gotta be back home for Gamecocks to play, because that feller over there is a big Gamecocks fan. So that's the plan, Stan. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry, I'm so tired. Yeah, I think I've overdone it a little bit this week, and my fibromyalgia is kind of just like, whoa, chill down, chill it, be a little calmer about things. So yeah. But anyways, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna make the organ the normal sound. I have this picked, and it's 10, which means like fortissimo. It might even be fortissimo. Redeemer of Israel is a big song, and so why not play it big, During church, I might play it a little bit quieter, because we don't have a massive congregation, and I don't want to overwhelm them. I always question what I've chosen in the past, just because, I don't know, my opinion might change or whatever, and so, but I like what I chose last time I played this, so I'll just keep it as is. If I could play it correctly, that'd be good. Okay, let's do that again. I keep forgetting though to do the registration change, so I'm going to focus on that a little bit more. I'm going to do that again. My brain, for some reason, is having a hard time remembering. End of the... Let's see if that helps. That is a bright yellow. That's great. back to that again, but decent. Okay, whew, my body's just so tired. Give me a second, because, yeah, just give me a second. I have a question about one of the hymns. I gotta talk to my husband. Okay. Hey guys. Not sure, but there might be a hymn change. We'll see. I'll practice what I've been given just in case, but. So, this is 6, yeah. I might change this. If we end up singing this for sacrament, I might change it to it. Let's see here. It's the only change there. Give me a second again. I had a thought. I'm back. Again. It's like the song, Guess Who's Back? Back again. My husband just gave me a look because I'm in the church chapel singing that song. I only sing that part, okay? Sunday of every month. It's a practice that the Church of Jesus Christ has to fast for 2 meals to 24 hours. And we believe that it's a way to draw closer to Heavenly Father, to sacrifice our own needs and wants for Him. And we believe that it's also a way to like draw closer to Him, and a time for prayer for those in need, and those who are struggling, and for any struggles that we have ourselves. And it's just when you fast, it just causes you to become a little bit more raw, and you kind of slough away all of the like extra stuff, and it helps you, if you do it in a good way, it helps you draw closer to God and gain a little bit more control over like the natural man. We call it the natural man, but like your worldly desires, and helps you put things into perspective a little bit. And that is always the first Sunday of each month. And so this song that I just played is about that, which is a great reminder for why we do what we do. It's called "In Fasting We Approach Thee." So, all right, I'm going to set that aside, practice the other song. So we're not doing "Because I Have Been Given Much"? Okay. As in fasting we approach the first or last? First. Okay. What's the 170. Right, what's the title? Okay, I didn't. All right. Slight adjustment here. With Humble Heart is what we're doing for the sacrament song. If I did it right. Do that again. think I'm probably, yeah. I think I'm gonna be good for the organ, but I might hop on to the piano for a second. We have about 15 minutes till we need to leave so we can be back for the game. Go Gamecocks. I'm dressed for it too. My garnet's not super garnety, but it's garnety enough. My husband is a big Gamecocks fan. I can't say USC though because it feels too much like USC, in California, because that's where I grew up. It just feels wrong to call another school USC. Actually, I do, but not all the time. I'll show you what these hymns sound like on the organ or on the piano, and then play a fun song, and then I'll be done. All right. Are you good with that, honey? Okay. You might have to listen to the first part of the game on the radio. On the piano, but at the same time, I just find it a little wanting. I feel like you're so far away. Hold on. There we go. And my feet the whole time are just like, I need to play the pedal for the song. So it just feels wrong. For most of these hymns now, it feels wrong to play it on the piano because I'd rather use the pedal, and I just like the sound for him on the organ. This one on the piano. I like them both ways, but the piano is fun because this song has a natural tendency for different dynamics, and so it's fun to play with that. I don't know. Just it has a part where it's building, so that's fun. This one I like it on both because to me this sounds like this one particularly, it sounds kind of like a lullaby, it reminds me of, if you've seen the movie Peter Pan from the 90s, it reminds me of when Wendy sings to all of the lost boys. I don't know why, but it does. Every time I play it, it reminds me of that. I think of that. I also think of Jesus too, but think of that as well. All right, I thought it'd be fun to play The Dying Poet on this and see how I like it. I think I have played it on this piano, but I also just really like this song, so there's that. Okay. a pretty song. okay for the bottom hand anymore. No, is it? I don't think that's ever meant to be an AFA for this hand. Whoops. Let's try that again. I think that will always be one of my favorite songs, which is kind of sad because it's about a dying poet. So what does that say about me? What does that say about me that I like a song about a dying poet? I don't know. Maybe that I'm drama. My middle name should be Drama. I don't know. Or emotional, or I don't know. Something like that. But thank you for joining me today for day 247 of 365 days of practice. We are gonna go enjoy a football game. Well, my husband's gonna go enjoy a football game, and I'm going to go enjoy some reading, or some embroidery, or some sewing on my quilt. Probably the quilt, because that needs to get done. All right, thanks guys, bye.